David Alexander Hess was an American actor, singer, and songwriter. Early life. Hess was born David Alexander Hess on September 19, 1936 in New York City. His mother, Marjorie, was an opera singer. Music career. In 1956, Hess recorded the original version of the Otis Blackwell composition, All Shook Up, under the stage name David Hill. The next year the song became a #1 hit single for Elvis Presley. He began his professional career as a songwriter for Shalamar Music in 1957. He composed Start Movin' for Sal Minia and Rockin' Shoes for the Ames Brothers. In 1959 he recorded a cover version of Cliff Richard's Living Doll for Cap Records, and it became a mild-placed charter for him on the U.S. Billboard charts. He wrote songs for Elvis Presley throughout the 1950s and 1960s, which include I Got Stung, Come Along, and Sandcastles. Your Hand, Your Heart, Your Love became a 1960s hit when it was performed by Andy Williams. In 1962, Hess wrote and recorded Speedy Gonzales, which became a #6 single for Pat Boone in the US and a #2 in the UK, selling more than 8 million copies worldwide. Hess then recorded 2 solo albums for Cap Records, again topping the charts, this time with a top 10 folk hit called Two Brothers. In 1969, he became head of A&R at Mercury Records in New York. There he linked up with Western classical composer John Corigliano, and together they wrote the Grammy Award-winning rock opera, The Naked Carmen, which became a big hit of the Berlin Ballet Week in 1970. His work with Mercury also included And the Children Told the Passing of the Day, a 1969 album he wrote for Irish actor Malachi McCourt. Acting career. In 1972, his career split off into several new directions, with his starring role in the Wes Craven horror classic Last House on the Left, for which he also composed the soundtrack. In that movie, he was noted to have been a reckless, merciless character. He went on to score Buck at the Edge of Heaven, a children's film based on a collection of Jack London stories. The film won the top prize for film and direction at the Giffany Film Festival. He also had roles in Hitchhike and The House on the Edge of the Park. A subsequent job offer from Polygram's German affiliate gave Hess the opportunity to move to Munich, Germany, and a multilingual career in film dubbing from 1972 to 1976, which in turn led him to writing the English-language shooting scripts for such German directors as Rainer Werner Fassbinder, Reinhard Hauff, and his present collaborator, Peter Sharmany. In 1980, he directed his first American feature film, To All a Good Night, for Media Home Entertainment in 1980. He also appeared in 2 horror films directed by Ruggero Deodato, La Casa Sperduta nel Parco and Camping del Terror. He appeared as a villain in Wes Craven's Swamp Thing in 1982. In 1991, he played the part of the American in Peter Shamoni's Max Ernst, My Wanderings, My Unrest. From 1993 to 1995 he produced Niki du Saint Phala, Werist das Monster, Duoderic. In later years, he released 2 albums, Caught Up in the Moment in Live and Unplugged in Hollywood, 2002. He lived in Northern California, just outside of San Francisco, with his wife Regina Mardek, with whom he had 3 children. He worked on several tracks for the horror film Cabin Fever, directed by Eli Roth. In 2013, One Way Static Records released the soundtrack to Last House on the Left on vinyl, compact disc, cassette, and digital download. This was intended as a posthumous tribute, and the liner notes on the release include extensive writings by David's family, colleagues and friends. This edition was repressed on a limited, hand-numbered picture disc for Record Store Day 2014. Death. Hess died from a heart attack on October 7, 2011 in Tiburon, California. He was 75. Filmography.